Hey beautiful! If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today is not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy and I hope everything will be well soon. Now guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's reading is all about channeled messages from our inner child. Yes, regardless of how old we are, we still have this child within us, which a lot of people think that we have disconnected with, as time goes on and on, but no, this child is still there. And a lot of people, in fact, who has gone through some things in their childhood feel that there are a lot of turmoils that they're still experiencing because of things that really have happened in their early childhood. But it's not only about the, let's say, negative things that we have experienced as children. It's also about this light-hearted side, that many of us may miss because life has become so serious and it almost feels like there is no place to be to be fun and to be just as lighthearted as a child is. And today I want us to connect to this child and also see what your inner child may want you to know. Maybe what you need to heal, maybe what you need to hear, right? So we will look into that. And what I'm going to do differently today is that I'm going to pre-shuffle before the reading because I just felt like doing so. This is something I never do, I know, but I just feel like when it comes to this reading, I would like to already have shuffled the card. So when we start the reading, we can just dive in like directly. So let's start, my dear. So as you can see, I have 3 piles for you to choose from, of course, as always. And you know how it works, right? You can either choose the card or you can choose the crystal above it. So for pile 1, we have this beautiful crystal right here. This is going to be pile 1. Or the beautiful card of the sweet treats. I also thought which cards I should take, and then I really felt drawn to take this card, Sweet Treat, because hey, as a child, we all loved our sweets, right? And we also have this pile 2, with this crystal. Or with the beautiful card of the family, in which you can see a mother embracing her daughter. Or for pile 3, we got the beautiful card, or first of all, the crystal, this beautiful crystal. Or of course, the beautiful card of, look for fairies. Such a beautiful card. A lot of us have, it almost feels like a lot of people with time lose this imagination, right? And this fantasy side. So my dear, feel free to pause the video or, even meditate on the cards if you feel like you need more time. You will find the timestamps in the description box, but also in the comment section. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can feel free to email me. You will find the email in the description box, and I will give you further information. And also, my dear, please keep in mind this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But having said that, let's begin. Hey Palawan, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what channeled messages do we have for you from your inner child? So let's start with the cards. Let's see which cards we have. All right, we got Inner Earth. I'm sorry. Blessings. Let me put it a little bit up here. We have Financial Material Changes. the family card, which is pile 2. So maybe some of you guys were drawn to pile 2 as well. We got the Temperance card, the Page of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the King of Swords, and one last card, which is the Six of Wands. All right, my dear. Okay, so channeled messages from your inner child. First of all, your inner child wants you to know that you should forgive yourself. You are too hard on yourself, and don't, define your worth through your past failures or the regrets that you have. You tend to be stuck on past experiences, things that you may have done which were not right, but also things that others may have done to you. I feel like some of you guys have, as a little child, you have experienced certain backstabbings, or it is more than that. This is kind of this feeling of not being good enough, or of not being worthy enough. Maybe you have not been loved the way a child deserves to be loved, or maybe you've lacked certain things. And I almost feel like there's some of you guys may have even felt defenseless when you were children. And obviously a child doesn't really have a lot to say, right? The grown-ups, the adults, are really there to lead them, but it doesn't mean that all the adults are leading the right way, right? If that would be the case, we wouldn't be in the literally mess that we are today. But what I'm seeing is that your inner child wants you to forgive yourself. Don't be too harsh on yourself, my dear. Don't treat yourself the way some maybe other people may have treated you and made you feel some type of way. It is really important that you understand that you have come so far and you have survived so much. You're such a strong person. Your inner child sees that, and they want to let you know that you are not alone. This child that you wear, it's still in you. And don't be too harsh on yourself. You wouldn't tell your inner child the same things that you may be telling yourself, the same harsh things, right? So remember, you are still this child, and it is important for you to be more gentle with yourself. Yes, you've seen a lot of turmoils, but they don't define you, and they should not define your future. In fact, you are a blessing, regardless what other people say, even if you don't know yourself why you are here, even if certain things doesn't make sense. Know that you are worth it. Know that you are loved. Your inner child loves you. And you deserve this love. And you deserve to love yourself the exact same way, my dear. If you are struggling with something, there is a solution for everything. Your inner child really wants you to know that there is nothing which can break you, because you haven't come so far to be defeated. You've seen and experienced worse than that. So please go on. And I want you, whenever you're feeling like you're doubting yourself, I want you to close your eyes and imagine that you're somewhere in the forest and your inner child is approaching you and you're hugging each other. And I want you to tell them exactly what you would want someone to tell you, how much you care and how much you love this child. The circumstances which you have experienced in your past doesn't define what you can do in the future. Just because you have had some lack in the past regarding love or financial lack doesn't mean that this has to be how you will always be. Changes are coming your way, my dear. Changes are coming your way. And prepare yourself. But regardless of what comes your way, always remember that what really remains is the love we share in our hearts. We don't take anything with ourselves at the end when our time has come. Not all the material abundance, not our bank account, not even the people we have around us. All we need is our experience. So make sure your experience is as much, filled with love as possible. Your inner child wants you to know that you are still this innocent being. So don't let people step over you. And especially don't let them make you hard. Don't let them make your heart hard. Turn it into ice. You are still this little dreamer that you used to be. And yes, right now we are all faced with so much more obstacles. But this child is still within you, and it's important to let this light shine through you. You are still this dreamer. Allow yourself to dream. Allow yourself to make fun things, because you deserve it. And even if you haven't felt as protected as a child as you would have loved to, protect yourself now. Put healthy boundaries. And make sure no one treats you in a way you don't deserve to be treated. Mother yourself. Father yourself. I know you're looking for love outside of yourself. I know you're trying to experience this love that comes with a romantic partner. But don't forget that the one love that's the most important in your lifetime is the relationship and is the love you carry with yourself. So your inner child wants you to know that before you love someone else, check twice whether you love yourself. And if you feel like you're struggling alone, or there are certain things you cannot do, then have compassion with yourself and have patience with yourself. Every flower needs the right environment to grow, so do you. So make sure to set healthy boundaries and trust the universe and trust that there are good things to come. And if you feel like you need help, don't be scared to ask for help, because, my dear, asking for help doesn't make you weak. In fact, it makes you strong, because you know that from here on you won't make it. You need someone else, and getting help is a beautiful thing. So please don't be scared of that. Your inner child wants you to know that at the end of the day, you will have the 6 of Wands. You will have this recognition, this fulfillment, which you have been, searching for quite some time in your lifetime. You will have that. But please, you need to trust it. If there is something you would like to do that you haven't done for quite some time, which makes you feel cherished and loved and appreciated, then your inner child is telling you to focus on, treating yourself. Give yourself the space, and even if it's just, once a week, take a few minutes off and do something that you have enjoyed as a child, right? Watch your favorite cartoon as you were a child, do something that really makes your heart joyful. There's so much seriousness in the world. We already have enough of that. But what we don't have is adults which are still carrying this happy inner child within themselves. And your inner child wants you to know that they know that you still are this curious little cute child that has so many ideas, is full of imagination, and has this thirst for new adventures and new things. Don't forget this side of you, my dear, because life is so beautiful, and life will end within seconds like that. So make your life something which makes you joyful. And I'm not talking of material things here. I'm talking of things that you genuinely love to do. And being an adult definitely comes with its, sacrifices. And we have bills to pay. And we can't do, what we would want to do with responsibilities. But it is important to still take some time off and dedicate it to our more light side, because one day we may wake up and we may not have any battery left. So it's so important to recharge, and your inner child wants you to remember that. You are loved and you are appreciated. Your inner child wants you to know that your body is beautiful, and don't self-doubt yourself regarding that. Your body is your vessel. Your body is your temple. Honor it. Appreciate it. And whoever doesn't appreciate it, they don't even deserve you. So you don't have to worry about that. Love yourself the way you would like someone else to love you. Your inner child is giving you a hug, and well, I am feeling it because I feel my whole body just, getting warm. And I also am giving you a hug because you deserve it. You deserve love. I hope, my dear, that these messages came to you at the right time, and that this reading, made you smile today. And if it did so, please feel free to let me know. It would make me so happy, if you would like or comment or even subscribe if you haven't. And also, my dear, if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can feel free to email me. My email is down in the description box, and then I will give you further information. And if you would also like to connect even further with me, my channel's Instagram account is in the description box down below. And of course, I invite you there as well. But Pal1, take care. Hey Pal2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, what channeled messages does your inner child have for you? So let's look into the cards, my dear. As I already said, I've already pre-shuffled them. So you got Star Brothers, Star Ancestors. Oh, a lot of star here. Let's see. You got the Electric Eel Spirit. Let me put it up here. You got the Awareness card. You got Connect with Fire. Happiness. The Four of Pentacles. The Tower. The Seven of Wands. The Sun. The Four of Cups. And the Death card. All right. So your inner child wants you to know that you are not alone. You are being guided. You have a team of a family guiding you, protecting you, and making sure you are safe. You are connected to higher dimensional beings which are looking out for you. You yourself are a star being. You are not from here. You originate somewhere else. And your inner child wants you to know that whenever you have felt alone, you were never alone. And the energies are communicating with you. Your inner child wants you to know that your potential is unbelievable. You have the archetype of the magician, and the magician is able to channel the above and bring it down to earth and make it materialize. Your inner child wants you to know to not play small. You came here to do something bigger. You came here to do something bigger than yourself. And it is important for you to remember that. It is important that you know that you didn't come here just to live an ordinary life which doesn't fulfill you. You have a whole ocean of ideas within yourself, just pleading to come out and show themselves to the world. I know other people have come into your way and not letting you express these things, and not letting you be your authentic self, or allowing you to share your voice or your ideas or your creation side. But it's so much important for you to actually allow this to flow through you, because this is why you came here. You came here to express yourself, express your authentic self, and help others. Your inner child wants you to know that you're being guided to look within, to go beyond the physical, to not get distracted by all that is outside of you, all the comparison, all the lack, all the opinions. The safest place on earth is when you look within, and make sure that within yourself you are not full of judgment towards yourself. You are not full of opinions within or for yourself, and you came here to experience the more spiritual side of life and experience what is possible. That being a human being doesn't mean just to get born, go to school, get a job, marry, have kids, and then die. No, being a human being is so much more. You are one with the cosmos. You have your ancestors within you, and you are being guided to connect with them, I'm hearing. There are a lot of secrets, a lot of knowledge that you could access if you would walk the path that you know is yours. Don't let others decide for you, because it comes from a place of fear. Don't live someone else's life, because you don't want to regret at the end of the day not doing what you wanted to do. Connect with your passionate side. Connect with your creative side, just the way your inner child used to, draw or create, fantasize, imagine. This is you. You still have this creativity within you. And it's important for you to express that. It is important to light this flame again, because your natural form is to be happy. You deserve to be happy. But you think that because of all the things that you have seen, you deserve to suffer. Or even sometimes when you want to be happy, you almost feel like there's something bad to come. Remember, all the things that you have experienced in life are there for your highest good. Even if you don't understand it yet, one day you will. It is important for you to accept yourself. Never do something from self-hate. Never do something which comes from a place from self-hatred. It is important that you are grateful for who you are, because you are someone great. You are the sun. You are the sun of inspiration. And you have the universe at your back. Don't let this go wasted. Make sure to do something that truly fulfills you. Yes, you have experienced a lot of challenges, a lot of turmoils in which you had to protect yourself, you had to make sure that no one takes what is yours away. But this is not you. This is only what you have experienced. Don't identify with your negative experiences, because you are so much than that, and don't limit yourself that way. Share your ideas, share your thoughts, share your emotions. You are not meant to be here so you're frustrated or disappointed or bored with life. This is not what life is about. Even though it's being advertised like that we should just accept the way life is. We should just accept the suffering or the lack of abundance or the lack of self-love. Just because something appears to be normal doesn't mean that it's still right. Your inner child wants you to know that you have this wonderful gift of transformation. You are capable of turning things in your life. You have the power of rebirth, just like a phoenix. Whenever there is an end, there is a new beginning. And your inner child wants you to focus on that, on the new beginning. Love yourself, love your body, because again, it deserves you. It deserves your love. And yes, within you there are so many gifts that are waiting for you to be unfolded. And your inner child wants you to know that now it's the time for you to reclaim them and to explore them. Because you are not just a human being, you are a spiritual being having a human experience. And your spiritual form, your energetic body doesn't have limitations. So don't let your physical form limit you. Don't let other minds of limited beliefs limit you, no matter who they are. You will soon go through an expansion when it comes to your spiritual journey. And your inner child wants you to know that you should be patient with yourself, and you are not in a competition. You don't compare yourself or your spiritual journey or your body or whatever it is to anyone else. You are an individual. You are a unique expression of consciousness, of life. And cherish that and nurture that and allow it to flow and express itself. because you would be surprised how much light I see in your future when you go with that. Trust yourself, my dear. Trust the universe. Trust the higher powers. And you shall receive. And your inner child loves you. And your inner child wants you to know that you should love yourself the exact same way. And I love you as well. So, my dear pal too, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. And yeah, if you liked it, I would be so happy if you would show it with a like, a comment, or even a subscription. And also, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can feel free to email me. My email is down in the description box, and yeah, then I will give you further information. And if you would also like to connect with me even more, my channel's Instagram account is in the description box down below. And of course, I invite you there as well. But yeah, pal 2, take care. Hey, pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's look into your messages. What channeled messages do we have for you from your inner child? So the first card we have is the Grasshopper Spirit, the Turtle Spirit. All right. We got the card Travel. Interesting. Earth School. Connect with your ancestors. Some of you guys could have been drawn to Pal 2 as well. And wow, Love Begins. Beautiful card. Now let's look into your tarot. You got the 8 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Temperance, the 5 of Cups, and you got the 7 of Wands. All right. Please give me a moment, my dear. So, channeled messages from your inner child. Your inner child wants you to know that things are about to speed up in your life. And you're about to experience a turning point. But it's all for the better. Your inner child wants you to know that it is so important for us to go through life with love and not fear. Because yes, in our nowadays world, there is so much to be afraid of. And it almost seems like there is so little to love. But that's only an illusion. There is way more to love than to fear. And your inner child wants you to know that love is coming your way. But first make sure that you are loving yourself, so when the right person comes through, you know your worth and you know that you deserve that. Your inner child wants you to go on a new adventure, to jump into something exciting, and to make sure your heart is always involved in everything you do. Your inner child wants you to go on a new journey. If there's a place you always wanted to go, but you have, thought for some time about it, then this is the yes. If there's something you wanted to do for quite some time, then yes, do it. Your inner child wants to encourage you and motivate you to allow life to speed up and to get excited about life again. Get excited about it. Even the darkness shall pass, and there is light at the end of the tunnel. And your inner child wants you to connect with the things that you are in love with, natural talents that you may have, things that may make you joyful. Meet people who make you feel like a child again, who make you feel joyful and happy. But don't be scared of the changes coming your way, because yes, they are coming, but they are for the better. Your inner child wants to motivate you to actually not forget what it is that you want. You can manifest it. You can pray it into existence, because that's the power of being a human being. Don't think life as a human being is miserable, because it isn't. You have chosen to come here. Yes, you have chosen your body, your family, your background, and even the country that you are living in. Because in one way or another, it's supposed to help you on your growth journey. It is there for higher learning, because we are all students, right? And the universe is our teacher. Your inner child wants you to know that if you are searching for an answer, look within. Because within yourself, you have the unlimited library of consciousness, and your inner child wants you to meditate and to connect to that side of you who already knows it all. To that intuition, to that inner voice which leads you, because it comes from the highest good. And even you, yes, you can access it. Changes, I'm hearing, are coming your way. Don't scare them. Be prepared for them. It's gonna feel like jumping into cold water, but it will be refreshing, and refreshment that you have needed for quite some time. Connect with Mother Earth. When we are stuck in cities and stuck in our modern day world, we may really forget how important nature and Mother Gaia is. But she nurtures us. And your inner child wants you to go out in nature, because it will be healing for you to ground yourself. Even if it's something you haven't done for years, or maybe even you have never done it before, it doesn't matter. Your inner child wants you to do that, because it's gonna be for the better. It's gonna help you, and it's gonna help you to see so many reasons why life is still so precious. Even when from the outside it looks like the world is ending, it's not. With every ending, there is a new beginning, right? And your inner child wants you to dance in joy, to become silly again. Okay, silly is not a bad word. Silly is a beautiful state to be in, because you're carefree. And your inner child wants you to be more in that state, because you really need it. It is obvious that you need it. Your inner child feels that. Don't be scared of the future because of what you have experienced in the past. Don't let the past traumas define the future that you may or may not have. Life is always a journey, and we need to learn from it and then, move on. Don't allow something from years ago to affect you or affect your decisions regarding the future ahead of you. Don't allow that, my dear. Your inner child wants you to know that they see when you feel stuck. They see when it is so difficult for you to let go of what has been and see the greatness that may be. But you need to hold on to the positive and to the good, because we are what we attract, and you want to attract a better life, don't you? Speak your truth when you feel like it. Don't let anyone silence you. Don't let anyone tell you who you are supposed to be or what you are supposed to do. You alone know what's right for you. And don't let anyone else gaslight you. Follow your own truth. You are like an alchemist. You can turn the darkness that you have experienced into light. And yes, especially when no one believes in you, it is so important that you still believe yourself. If you at times feel restless, then make sure to be centered again. Make sure to find your balance again. Go out in nature. That's such a huge advice I'm hearing. It will have an impact on you, because there is just no way around it. You are made from this earth, and connecting with our truth side is gonna be freeing, and this is something you need because you are feeling trapped. Don't be self-pitiful, because this state takes energy away like an energy vampire. And you don't have to be perfect. No matter how much time you need on your journey, allow yourself to go through the natural transition. If you are still struggling with certain things, then don't pressure yourself. It is meant to heal in your own speed. But don't stop, because when you stop, you won't come any further. Your inner child sees your broken heart, all the unfairness that has happened to you, but my dear, that's only an experience, and your higher self is watching over you, and your higher self loves you. And it is so important to ground yourself. I'm hearing that over and over again. Ground yourself. Make sure you don't have toxic people around you, trolls that take advantage of you or are toxic or not good for your mental health. You deserve good people around you. Your inner child wants you to know that you deserve your soul family around you. And it is better to be alone than to be surrounded by people who suck your energy out and treat you so poorly, because then this is what you think you deserve, and you don't deserve that. You deserve the love, and you deserve to have and to be abundance. You deserve to be self-expressional and to express yourself the way that you feel guided to do. My dear, life is too precious. Remember that. You are loved, and your higher self loves you, and your inner child loves you, and I love you too. So yeah, my dear Pal 3, I hope that there were some encouraging words that found you today and yeah, made you feel loved or brought a small smile on your face. If this reading resonated with you or you enjoyed it, then I would be so happy if you would show it to me with perhaps a like, a comment, or even a subscription if you haven't. And if you would like to book a personal reading with me, then you can feel free to email me. My email is down in the description box, and yeah, then I will give you further information. And also, if you would like to connect with me even more, my channel's Instagram account is in the description box down below. And of course, I invite you there as well. But yeah, Pal 3, take care.